In the summer between 8th and 9th grade, I began to curve dangerously into something that made my friends' mothers nervous. Pool parties were the thing that year. My friends sat on the edges prior to their failure to fill out bikinis while I floated on my back, arms outspread like flying, 15-second intervals of relaxation because that's how long it took for my stomach to float to the surface, round in a way that even my eating disorders could not erase. 15 seconds, that's how long it takes for my body to reassert itself, and does it still count as flying if you only go down? Like going down on boys in the backseat of their mother's car, 9th grade spent in that darkest corner of the parking lot. You all know it. And the next day they laugh when I make the mistake of smiling in their direction. We never did that. She's a dyke. And it was. The scratches in your back are better than the ones in your arms, and does it still count as fucking if you only go down? Like going down on boys... still count as fucking if you only go down. Because if it does, then I fucked every man or woman placed before me, every positive aspect of my life, every ideal I ever wanted to live, until I ended up fucking my life so hard my heart stopped for 15 seconds. And I know because that's how much of the song I missed. I know because I played it back later and stopwatch 15 seconds. That's how long it takes for my body to reassert itself. And does it still count as falling when you find out there's no bottom? And so I live a lifetime of purgatory in 1 week's time with Martha. Sits on 2 chairs at once and sags through the space in the middle. She tells me no caffeine allowed. You can have all the sugar you want. And Sarah wears the same clothes every day and never lets go of her purse. Her lipstick spreads over the course of the week until it covers her cheeks and fingertips and edges towards her nose. She says they have to let her out for Pesach, but she doesn't know what day it is this year. And Louis says he's Bob Marley reincarnated, but also Jesus Christ. In between the spaces in his teeth, I can hear his music even when he's not singing, which is never. And Andy just drank so much he burned out his speech patterns. 1 burp means light my cigarette, 2 means I just pissed my pants, and I'm lying alone in bed after my first full meal in 3 months, trying to remember how to laugh out loud, make it reverberate through the time-bleached over bright hallways until everyone, Martha, Sarah, Louie, Andy, we're all laughing, making nurses count heads nervously. And does it still count as flying if it was an accident? Because that's what I call it these days, my accident. It took me 2 days to piss the pills out of my system and regain consciousness, and 3 more to convince them I didn't mean it. They let me go for Pesach. And Sarah didn't say goodbye like the others. Sarah with no accident, just well-intentioned relatives and lipstick with travel lust. They handed me my car keys and said, don't forget, you promised you were better now. So now I'm flying 90 miles per hour on hairpin turns, saying if I live through this too, I just might be convinced to believe in your God, even if he fucks up sometimes. But see, I'm learning that when it comes to flying, I do it better with 2 feet planted firmly on the ground, grow roots straight at my spine instead of wings to hold me aloft. And so imagine this. I'm planting seeds, hoping for the first time that I'll be around next year to harvest them. I'm building my life a solid foundation and praying to gods I never believed in that I'll remember to use it the next time the wind blows. And I'm learning that the clouds up there are just floating around aimlessly in the sky is really blue, but only from a distance, and maybe from a distance is all I really need to know about flying until I learn to land.
Nice!